Okay, so manually or creating a manual grade item. So let's go to our Moodle course. And we'll see here, simply go to course administration. So basically on your home page, if you scroll down, you should have your administration window. Remember, this block changes based on where you are in the course. So at this point, it should say administration, and then go to grades. So if we click on grades, that's how you get to your gradebook. And then we need to go to categories. So categories and items.
Where is categories?
Under grades, click on grades first, and then you should see categories and items. And either full or simple view. I'll just click on full.
I don't see categories. Where is it?
Sec. Okay, so basically once you go to full view or simple view, it doesn't matter. Basically you need to get to this window. When you scroll way down to the bottom, you'll see an add grade item. Okay, add grade item. So if you click on add grade item, that becomes your external column. So then you can name it. So this you could say your course orientation. So you could create this column, use it as an orientation, and if they haven't done the orientation, then they won't see the course yet, or as an adaptive release. So just orientation. So you can put value, scale, or text. If you put text, then there's no value to it, right? It's just for you. Okay, so you can put it to text, or you can put it to a value. If you make it out of 1, then you could make it so that it could be used for release. Let's just say text. There's no grade. At this point, there's nothing else we need to do. We just basically want to create this external column. If you were doing it as external assignment, then you would give it a value. So you say, again, student comes in, they do an oral exam, maybe in Punjabi or in French, and then you could make it out of 100. So I'll save that. Other thing too is you can see there's the hidden, so that would hide it from the students. So once you go back to this view, you'll see at the bottom orientation. You can see the icon. So because the icon is gray and it looks like this, that tells you it's an external column, as opposed to this is a test. They all have their icons, assignment icons, and this is the external. And so then if we go back to just grader, so in your view, you go back to grader report is your main grade book view, which you'll be using. Okay, I'll turn editing off. So there's your grade book, grader report. And if I scroll way back to the bottom, there's your orientation. If I would want to turn that on and say the test student, this one I've made out of 100, but I'll just say I'll put 100 in there. So now I've given myself, but the test student in the orientation. Sorry, I was in the wrong spot. There we go. Orientation 100. It scrolled on me. Okay, so there it is. So anyways, that's an external column. So if you want to create a column for text, or you want to create it for attendance or participation or anything that doesn't have a drop box, simply, again, go to the grades categories at the bottom and you create it, and it'll show up in gray. Okay, so that's creating an external column. Just wanted to go over that aggregate checkbox. Okay, so if you're in the gradebook still, and we go to our categories and items full view, okay, so we go to our gradebook, we go to full view. Moodle doesn't have, you can't create a current mark and a final mark. So you're going to have to choose which one you want to show. Okay, so when you go, and then at the end it'll say your course total. Another thing I'm going to show you is how to turn that into a percentage and a letter grade so the students will see. Okay, so the point of this is there's this aggregation, and we have a checkbox. I just got to scroll over. Unfortunately, the scroll's way down here. Okay, so here it is. If you scroll a bit, you should see. So aggregate only non-empty grades. It's really confusing. I'm not going to explain it. The easiest thing to do is very simple. If that box is checked, and that's what I've got written down, okay, if the box is checked, it's a current grade. If the box is unchecked, it's a final grade. What you might want to do is, when a student comes to you halfway through the course, say, "Oh, what am I getting right now?" Well, generally you give them their current grade. If they've done 3 assignments, they got 10 out of 10 all those assignments, they're getting an A, right? Okay, so I don't know, it's up to you. But in the end, Onkar's decided to make this current grade. He's testing this as the demo. And then if you want to see a final grade, say you're doing marks, all you have to do is uncheck these. Okay, and then you'll get your final mark. And then you can see what the final mark is. But I've looked and I've looked, but there's just no way to create another column that will do current or final grade. Okay, so very simple. Checked means it's current grade. Unchecked is final grade. So if they submit the substantive assignment and it's unchecked and they got 10 out of 10, then they're at 5%, right? So that is something you're going to have to decide. Okay, setting column visibility to a student. So I created that orientation column. So let's go back. Oh, sorry, I just need to scroll. I hate the way this doesn't expand. You scroll at the bottom. Okay, so I created this orientation, and I'm going to go back to my grader view. So again, I'm in the gradebook, and I've got this drop down, and I go to grader report. Again, your main, this is for creating categories and weighting, and you don't really need to, and organizing, where this is our grader report. I'll turn editing off. Okay, so this is where we can see our course total orientation. Just to show you, see, I've set that to A 100%. I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Okay, so visibility of a column. You have to turn editing on. So we're in grader report, which shows us our full gradebook. We turn editing on. But we can't do anything in the gradebook without turning editing on. I'm going to scroll over to my orientation, and you can see at the top there is a row, and it's called controls. Okay, so if I scroll over for each column, and this is the control for the orientation column, there's my my gear, which is for editing, but you can see right there is my hide orientation. So if I click on the hide, you get the line through it, and what that means is the students will not be able to see that in their My Grades. Okay, so now you can see it does, every student doesn't see that. So that's simply, you can see that icon everywhere now, and we can see this one's hidden, this one's not. Okay, so that's showing or hiding a column to a student. Okay, so if you would like to show letter grade and a percentage, then I'm going to, very simply, there's a couple, you can do it per column, you could do it for the total, for the final mark. So to do it for a column, you go to administration. So if I'm on the home page, I'll just go back to my course home page. Maybe you might want to try going back to your course home page. Okay, I'm on the course home page. And then you go to categories and items. So we go into administration. Oh, sorry, I need to get to my course. Sorry. There we are. Now we go to administration and categories and items. So we go to grades. Then we can go to categories and items. I'm just going to go to simple view. Okay, so there is a settings. Hopefully we see that. If I scroll down here and I just need to, if you scroll all the way to the right, you'll see settings. Do you guys see settings icons under simple view or full view? Just actions.
So you go to settings,
Basically, go to your categories and items, and then full view.
then create a report, then turn edit.
No, go to full view or simple view. It doesn't matter. Categories and items. We'll just try simple view, and then scroll to the bottom and scroll. Drag to the right to make sure your slider here is to the right, because it might look like that. So if we scroll to the right at the bottom, go back, you'll see all of these columns. They have a gear, they have a move up and down, they have show hide, and then there's lock. So what we want to do is for a certain item we want to show the letter grade and the percentage. Okay, so let's just see what maybe for one of your assignments, just go into the assignment. I'll just find an assignment there. And I go here and I go to edit. Okay. So for this column, I'm just showing you how to do it for a column. You get into, you can name it, you give it a value, you can hide it, show. If you show more, then you'll see grade display type. Okay. So basically, right there, it says you have your choices. Do I want to show letter grade? Do I want to say letter percentage? Just the percentage letter. I don't know what real is, sorry. I can look into that. So basically, you want to show percentage and the letter grade. So if I select that and save it, so now that assignment in the gradebook, so I'll go back to grader report. And we look, that was, and you can see here, you can get the grade plus the percentage. So that's been switched. Okay. You will have to set up your scale for that, because it has a default percentage. So if you do want to do that, then I'll show you how to go in there, and then you can put your 10, 20, 30, whatever, 90% is an A, 86 is an A, whatever you want. Okay, so that's for per column. If you want to do it for the course total, then it's just follow this path. So go administration grades and then course settings. So we were there earlier in course settings. So we're on the home page of our course, and then we click on grade, and then course grade settings, and then you get to see the same thing. Where is it? Show weighting, show grades. Nope. Oh, there it is. So the grade item setting is letter percentage. So this does it for the final. So if I take this and I just show percentage, save, and I go to the gradebook, the category at the end, see, it just shows percentage. If you want to show a letter grade and a percentage, again, go to the home page. We go to the gradebook, so grades. Once we're in the gradebook here, there's the course grade settings. Click on course grade settings, and then there is grade item settings, and I'll switch that to percentage and letter. So now, and then you can set the decimal points too while you're there. So now it'll show percentage and the letter grade. So if I scroll over, so there now you can see there's my course total. Okay, so you can do it on a per column basis, or you can do it just for the final. Just wanna. Okay, if you want to change your letters, again, I'll start right from the beginning. You're at your home page. You go to Grade Center. Now that you have your graded min, you'll see letters. Currently, this is what it's set to. So 93 and above is an A. So if you want to, you'd probably want to put in your custom or your own. Okay, so here, an F is 59. So you would just edit letter grades. And there you put in your percentage. So you have to override, and I would put 96. What's an A?
86.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now an A is 86, and you'd have to go through this and complete it. Save changes. Okay, so that's if you set it to that. You need to set your own letter grade. You need to set your numbers. So that's very important. Okay, this was a real easy one. So if you're in the grade book and you want to highlight a row or you want to highlight a column. So I'll start again on the home page. I go to the grade book. So again, just grades. Okay, I'm here. So now you know how we have all our rows. If you just click in the name, first name on the white, it highlights it. You see that? So I'm in the grade book. I'm in grader report, and if I click on the white by the person's name column, then it's highlighted, and I can just see that. It's it's just a small thing, but it guarantees you that you're in the right column when you're doing stuff. Okay, so very simple. Try that one, just clicking in the name on the white, and then you click off to deactivate it. Okay, so that just, and then when I'm over here and I want to put a mark in, turn the editing on. Turn that on. Clicking on the white in the column, the name column, allows you to highlight that, and that's not so bad. I only have 3 people in there. Okay, and you can see it only works when you're in the name column or the address, I think, but here it doesn't work. See, nowhere else, just there. And the other thing you can do is select a column, so just to highlight it. So in that case, you go into, you guys don't have that controls, but why is that not working? That's a weird. So let's just click on the title field. Oh, there it is. Sorry, the title field. Okay, so now you can see this one's highlighted. So just in the title field, so say you want to just focus on one column, you go to the top, there's the name. If you click on the name of the assignment or quiz, then it highlights it. Again, when you have a really long grade book, it's nice to make sure you don't lose your spot. And that one's nice and easy. Okay, so that's just highlighting the row and highlighting the column. There's the row. Oop, I got the. Remember, you click on the white, not on the name. Okay, so next is deleting a test submission. Oh, sorry, no, I've changed that. It's allowing another attempt. Okay, so we've all been through that where a student, everything is set to one attempt. Something happens and you want to give the student another attempt, just that one student. In order to do that, there's 2 things we have to do. First of all, when we create the assignment and we tell it 1 attempt, we have to tell it 1 attempt. So what I'll do is I'll just create an assignment, and when you're creating it, you have to tell it I want 1 attempt. So again, I go to my home page, I turn editing on. I'm going to add an assignment. I'll add it at the bottom here. I'll just add a session 9, then that makes it easier for me to find. Bit slow. Okay, so I've created this another item or block here. So add an assignment. So when I create my assignment, or I can edit it later, I'll just call it, this is extra attempt. Just okay, I go down and then there's submission settings. Okay, so require students to submit. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Attempts reopened. If this is set to never, then you can't give them another attempt. So you're going to have to set that to manual and put it to 1 attempt. If you don't do that, then the allow another attempt button doesn't show up. Okay, so you're going to have to, the first time, if you're ever going to want to do this or give another attempt, you're going to have to go in. So I'll set that. I'll save it.
To me, that doesn't make sense,
Oh,
Jerry.
what?
Because I always give my students 2 attempts on an assignment. Because
So now your student has let's submit that, or I can even go in just see. So I created that. Go back. Oh, there. I'm inside of extra attempt. Okay, so I'll go back. I'm on my home page. I click into the assignment. Okay, so I'm going to just actually click on the assignment, extra attempt. I'm inside the assignment. It tells me, grading, how many people are in my class, remaining, blah, blah, blah. But this is the key. View, grade, all submissions. So that will take you to where all your submissions are, where students have submitted. So if I click on that, and this will be like where you're marking. So you can see there's no submission from anybody, right? But all I want to show you is once this says submitted, you click on the checkbox, and there's with selected, you can see here, allow another attempt. If you set it to never, then that doesn't show up in there. So anyways, that's how, if you put it 1 attempt, you have to first set it to manually 1, and then this will show up, and then you can just allow 1 attempt for 1 student. Okay? So that's allow another attempt, and that will allow you to do it to multiple students too. That's it. You're going. Okay, there's a couple more things. Oh, okay. Come on, 2 more. Okay, embedding a YouTube video. Well, you should know. Just YouTube's really easy. Yep. So we'll go to YouTube. So we'll just go to our browser. Okay, we'll go to youtube.com. And we're just going to find a video. Moodle has made it very easy to put multimedia into your course. There's no coding. All you do is paste the link in and then link to it, and you're done. Let's just get... Well, you find the link, you put it in, and then you link to it, and then automatically creates code and embeds it. Okay, so here's YouTube. I'm just going to find some. Okay, I'm just going to grab this one, just any video. So you click on your video you want to watch. You can copy this, or so you can copy the path here, or if you scroll, every video has a share. So here's share, and it gives you a shorter path. It really doesn't matter. So let me pause that. So there's your two choices. You just copy this, or to get the actual shorter path, you go to share, and I'm going to copy this. Okay, so I've got the path to the video now. I go back to Moodle. I'll just go on my home page. Okay, I'm going to create a page at the bottom here. So just create a web page wherever you are. If you're in an assignment, wherever you want to put this video. Maybe I want to put it in the assignment. It doesn't matter. So I'll create a page. I'll just call this my YouTube video. Okay, so what I do is I click on my first icon to get all my tools. Okay, you ready? This is how easy it is. I click my cursor in, I paste the path, okay, I select it, and then I make it a link. So there's my chain. So I've selected it, insert a link, so I link, and I actually just link to the path. So, and I paste it in here. Yeah, you could put it in the assignment. Okay, so that's all I've done. Look, I just pasted in there and I pasted in there. Insert. So yeah, so I put it here. Wherever I put this is where the video will show up. If I want to center it, I could click the center. And then I select it. I click the chain and I link to it. I go save and display. Oh, this is I always do that. I put it in the description rather than the content. Sorry about that. This is the description, this is the content. Oh, and it needs something there. Oh, I gotta delete all that. There we go. Okay, same thing. I click here, I'll center it, save and display, and watch what it does. That's it. So that's very easy. You get the path, you paste it in, you link to it. Okay, and the only other thing I wanted to show you was there's the grade me block, which you can show at the front of your home page for all your courses. So isn't it nice that you're teaching 5 courses, you go to the home page, your home page, and you see all your courses, and you can see everything that needs grading right there before you go. Then you can decide which course to go to. So to do that, you go back to my home. So that's when you log in, that's your home page. Not the course, this is your home page, shows you all your courses. Okay, so there, these are all my courses. So I've logged into Moodle and I have all my courses. So look, see the grade me? It shows me in all my courses what assignments have been marked and need marking. So to add that, all you have to do is load the page and turn customize this page on. So we click on it. Oh, it's already on then. And then at the bottom you should see add a block. Well, I've already got mine, but you should click in here and you'll see grade me. So when you add grade me, what I'll do is I'll delete it. So, yeah. So I've deleted mine. Do I want to delete it? Yes. So now I'll go back and add it again. So I think that's a good feature. So you can see now it's not there, but when I go here, grade me. So now I can see from the home page all my courses and all the assignments that need marking. Well, no, they're not. Well, yeah. Yeah, so you can see here I've got all my courses and it's showing me, all the different submissions. So then you could go in and maybe if there's a lot. Okay, so that's just adding that, and then again you can turn on or off the stop customizing. Okay, so those are all some tips. I'll look into why you guys aren't seeing the it's good to know. That's the thing. That's what's. Yeah, well, obviously I've set something different for that to show up. Okay, thanks.